Okay. Hi. Okay, so I had to learn that to use watercolors, you have to be patient and wait between the layers. So I thought not be patient, but still wait. So we're going to paint two different paintings at the same time. Um, so we can't really like waste time, but we're also letting everything dry. So we will start with the first one, and I'm trying to learn like color theory. So I thought that's something easy I could paint with color theory. That's like fruit. So yeah, so first I did already cherries for red and an avocado for green. I feel like I should try yellow, like lemon, blue with blueberries, another red with watermelon. I think I'll do today watermelon for sure. Um, and I need to decide if I want to paint the lemon or blueberry. I feel like the lemon could be more difficult because it's like more of a clear color. So I will do blueberry first. So I have more time to learn to do things. And then I will like just do the other stuff. Yeah. Okay. So we start with watermelon and then blueberries, and lemon will be, I guess, another day. So really wasted time here. Um, I really talk so much. Let's start drawing the watermelon. Not very good at that. We all know that. So, and I wanted to kind of go in the center because my cherries here, they were like here, and I don't know why. So, how difficult can it be? Basically, a triangle. Um, they're a bit chunky to be like a watermelon. Okay, we will be okay with this one. Um, now let's do the side. Okay, I guess maybe not that good. Oh, okay, better, better. I feel like I don't have to throw like the seeds already. because I will paint them on top of everything. So I just need like this main structure, I guess. It's not that bad, right? I hope so. Okay, it's a watermelon. Do this a bit pointier. Okay, now let's try to make this not so dark. I haven't painted with acrylics in a long time because I'm trying so hard with watercolors recently. Like I'm studying, like spending my time searching for videos and how to do shadows in different shades and everything. So I'm really proud of this. It's just I'm still not very good at it. Okay, so let's start. Uh, there is red, and it goes a bit like whiter around here, and then green. Um, we basically have to go with opposite colors. Oh, I think I need some. I was sure to have, yes, some paper towel to dry my brush. Hi. No, I have absolutely no tips because I'm still learning too. But if you have tips for me, please give me some. Hi, everyone. Okay, so I think we have the shape of a watermelon and we have to go with different colors. So to have the red, we need some green here, some darker green here because this is the shadow, and some red here to do like the watermelon red. So, sorry, please don't move too much. Yes, thank you. Okay, let's go with the red first. It's so difficult for me to know like put too much water and color and destroy the paper underneath. Like if someone can like suggest me a good paper can I use for watercolors? Because I think mine is too cheap and not enough good quality for this. So try. I think that's the problem. I mean, it's watercolors. Should I not add water? I thought that was the whole point. Okay. I'm so scared every time. I feel like doing live surgery. Okay, clear enough. Let's go around here. This is my favorite part when everything is dry and paper is still good. And this time I have to remember, so please remind me if I'm forgetting, to leave some white spaces for like highlights, because I want the paper to be the highlight. Here we go with a darker red. Or are you? Fly. That I noticed that since I'm starting like doing more uh, training with the watercolors, my makeup skills got better because I'm way more precise with eyeliner. Okay, so this part here is green that becomes almost white, but we know that white does not exist in like real things. So I feel like we have to go with the very light pink. Okay, let's try with the very light pink. I hope I'm not destroying everything already. Okay, this should be light enough. And we softly go here. Okay, and now we can, while this dry, we can do the green part of the red. That's confusing. So I wish like the watercolors were realistic because these look green, and when I like wet it, it kind of blue. Just need something with more yellow in it. Yes, this is perfect. Okay. So I feel like the trick that I got between yesterday and today is that yes, we need a lot of water in the color, but then I have to absolutely dry my brush because otherwise more water will go in it and just completely destroy my paper. That's the best I could do. So let's try. Let me see how dark this green is. It's perfect for the center. Okay, so I want light coming from this side. So we need more green around here. I am absolutely hungry because I did not have breakfast and I went out to have breakfast. I think it was 12 maybe, something more than that. And I walk around in the sun, the heat, because I wanted to try a new bakery. And when I got there, there were no more pastries. Um, so I tried another one and I walked under the sun. I ended up walking like 8,000 steps or something like that. 9,000 proof. 9,000 steps because I was searching for bakery. And then that one was basically empty. They only had bread left. And I wanted like a croissant or something. Um, so okay, I was like, okay, finally I'll try with another one. So I really tried. Um, I found a third one that I thought could be okay. And when I arrived, I was like, yeah, this is basically like a takeaway place. We don't really have like warm drinks. We have kombucha. I was like, I don't want to have breakfast with kombucha. Thank you so much. And I left again. Um, so I ended up having breakfast at like 2, something like that. Um, after walking 9,000 steps. So, I feel like that wasn't enough. So I'm really hungry already, but at this point, I'll try to wait for like dinner time and just eat at a normal time. I'm using like a more yellowy green on the left side because it's where I want the light to be. So when I go with the red on, this should be a bit more like a warm orange red kind of thing. I think, I'm not completely sure, but we'll see. And now here we need to go with the darker green, but I still want it quite yellowy. What about you? Okay, I guess. Okay, dark. We need something dark. Okay. Okay, I feel like we can let this dry now, and we can move to the blueberries. So at least we're sure that this is completely dry when we go like painting in the other layer. I kind of had an idea of how to do the watermelon. I have absolutely no clue about how to do the blueberries. What's on the other side of blue? Color wheel. On the other side of blue, there's orange. Okay. That's so difficult. Okay. I have my color wheel here. Yeah, we need orange. Fine. Um it's just like, how do I draw blueberries? Do I do like different ones? A cluster? I have no idea. I'll just try something random. I don't know. I like the left one. What about this one? Um okay, I think I will search just some inspiration. Okay, may I find something? This could be a bit too difficult for me. How? Why did I choose blueberries? I'm not able to do this. Hi, my love. No, 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 what are you doing to my paper? Okay, let's try this again. We need blueberry here. Was better before. It's huge. Another here, but not from the top, just the side, so it's gonna be a bit less round, I guess. Okay. And then another one from the bottom. I can't do the bottom. Well, stop complaining. I have to do this. Okay, so thinking about doing the top around here. Hope you're all appreciating that I'm drawing this because I am absolutely terrible. Okay, I guess. Another one here, and this should be like the view from the top. I'm absolutely overestimating my capabilities. Okay, I guess, I don't know. Well, for these, we have, this is the back. So here we can only see one of these small bits here, and this is the bottom. Okay. Well, for leaves, I have absolutely no idea how like blueberry leaves are, and I'm not risking it. So I guess this is what we have. And we said that the contrary of blue is orange. So that's what we'll do, I guess. Let's clean the brush. And let's go with orange. This is yellow. What? Okay, this is orange. Let's start with a very, very thin layer. And we need to leave some spaces with a lot of light. And I'm going to draw them so I don't forget about them. It's going to be around here. Yes, I'm absolutely copying someone else's drawing. So I just look at where they put their lighter things. From here and here. And here. Will I remember that these are like the light parts? Will I end up forgetting? Okay. Let's start with this. I feel like we can use this space for everything. But we definitely need more orange. Oh, yeah, keep forgetting that you're yellow, to be honest. Oh, okay. My brush is very dry, so now we can go and with the orange, yeah. Mm. Okay, this is quite dark. I really don't understand why, but it's quite dark. Okay, we can start doing like the darker things, the brighter orange, I guess. So because blueberries are kind of violet too, so we need to go towards a more yellowy um, orange. So I think we're on track with that. Let's go over these things. We need to wait for this to dry, even if I really want to put more color on it. But we're going to wait, let this dry completely, and we go back to the watermelon, which is absolutely perfectly dry. I'm going to be so confused when this finishes. Okay, so I think we have a decent base here, and we can start like working on the real colors. So let's start with some red. And this time too, I'd like to go layer by layer, like really slowly. Like a lot of water, and we're building the shape like, yeah, slowly. Okay, so my brush is dry. This brush is very nice. It just like loses random strands of hair. Let's go. I need to add a bit more water here to make it lighter. Exactly the same. Good. Okay. And we can go with a darker red. This looks like purple. Yep. I guess we need some brown. I'm really confused. I have to say this. I'm absolutely confused. You can't trust a single color, are you? Do you think we kinda got a darker red? No, massively. I've already lost, absolutely. I have no clue what to do now. But we need to let this dry because the paper is already moving. We don't want to destroy the paper, as I always do. I can go back to blueberries. It looks very dry. We can go in with a bit more color. Oh, I forgot what you. kind of more brown orange to give some depth. Should come off the like around here. And since this is on top, there's be more shadow around here, I guess. Oh, this is just my theory. And then we go along the edge here. Okay, once this is dry, we can go over with just like one easy layer of orange everywhere, like also the light side. That's it. And we can start with the blue. I have absolutely no idea if I'm doing the right thing. I think it's an important disclaimer. Okay, so this needs to go back to drying. Let's check our watermelon. It's dry and pretty flat. I feel like we should focus on like the pulp first and then the rind. Let's go with a different brush. I kind of want like a big brush. Ooh, huge. Just to see if it's better. Because I really like the small brush with the water thing. But I just have so many brushes ready to be used. Okay, I feel like we have the color. We need to be more. And we need to dry our brush like we did earlier. Okay, let's try this. I love this. It's so relaxing. A bit stressful at first because starting with green when you really want red. But after you like that first panic moment, it's very nice and relaxing. So we can add a bit of orange to this red for the higher side. Yeah. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. So we have a more juicy center. And now we need a dark red. I have no clue what kind of brown to use, I guess, to get more of a dark red color. It's every brown I have here, it's not good enough. I feel like this might be a bit too big. Do we get? No, we don't. I don't like using black to darken colors. So I'm going for a warmer color. So I need to go with brown. I'm trying to add more brown. Every brown I'm trying is just wrong. I feel like this is the best we can do. Okay, let's try the brush. Let's go with this. It's not very red. It's just brown. Kind of work, to be honest. I'm thinking that we need to add some like kind of white patches, because if the light is coming from this way, there could be some kind of light patches. I'm not absolutely sure. But we need to let this dry for sure. And we need to go back to our blueberries. That should be dry. Yes, they are. Okay. They're dry. That means, oh no, we're not done. We need to go with the all kind of orange thing. I was forgetting about that. I was going straight to blue. Okay. So what we want here is just an overall orange layer to finish like toning everything. Okay. Now we go like this. Let's go over this. I have faith that this will turn out like blue. I don't know how, but it will work. Just need a bit more faith. Okay. No, what do I do? I just this way. They're both quite wet. Let's give my phone a break from recording then. And I guess we just have to, I don't know, what do we do while we wait? I think like a few minutes. 1, 2, for both to be dry. Let me check my watermelon. No, it's still a bit damp. Oh, what do we do now? I don't want to get rid of the orange of the blueberries because I like to use it for the watermelon. And we can't get rid of red because we say so I can't even clean. I can just, there's some water here, random. That's the best I can do. And I'm thinking, how will I be able to do the lemon? Because I tried to do one and it was not very nice. It's not too bad. Well, I know I did two. I did 4 avocados and 2 lemons already. The last avocado was the best, but it's because I followed a tutorial. I didn't eat with the others. And now I'm trying to apply what I did for the avocado with the other fruit. I have absolutely no clue if that's what it's needed. Also because blueberries and watermelons, they don't have like their primary colors. Well, to do this, I didn't go with red and green on top. But what did I do? I did kind of a pink thing, and then I put some blue, so when I put the yellow, it became green. But there's no way I can make blue by mixing two colors. No, I can do for red. So I don't know. But I think what really changed this is the white part that I did. So yeah, this is my best avocado for now. I'm very proud. I think this could be framed and put in my kitchen. I'm quite proud. I really hope the other like fruits goes like go well. I did some cherries the other day. I am now very proud of. Um, yeah, this is my best work. With watercolors for now. Yeah. I feel more like trying with blueberries because I never painted something blue. Well, the cherries were red, so I can search for like an inspiration. Let's see, watermelon watercolor. In the end, following tutorials, it's really useful. I just completely forgot to do that. Oh, I found a very nice one. This bird, that the contrary of what I did, because she put the darker side on the front and not the back. Hmm. Okay, so I guess we need some different tutorial. There are so many nice ones. Ooh, someone did the ring from the bottom. That's very cool. They're so good. I'm definitely not that good. I feel like the difficult part is, in this case, to give that kind of watery texture that the watermelon has, because if you look at it, you can see that it's completely wet. So I think we can try to go fast with the color on top and then dry with the paper here. So we can get some kind of patches. Let's skip this red orange thing. And let's try to go quite fast. Let's skip the paper towel here. I have no idea if this uh this is the right thing to do. I don't know. That's not wet enough. Okay. Oh, yes, it works. I just need way more. This and then. No, I forgot. Damn. I should always skip like the recording because sometimes I forget to start recording again and I mess up. You know what? It's not bad. Well, we lack a lot of color here. We should start going into the lighter section of the watermelon. I have no clue how. Should I add some white? Just a lot of water? Let's try with a little white. More white. Okay. Just go back to very dark red again. I need white. Okay, let's try with this. It's basically the same kind of pink we have underneath, so maybe it was not the best thing to do. When this dries, we need to go with the green. Okay, so we really need to wait for this to dry because it's quite wet. So while it dries, I will just go for a second to grab some more water. Okay, we're back. I forgot to record this part again. I don't know what's wrong with me. So, this will miss. Okay, I think the blueberries are quite dry. So, we can move on with them. And I feel like using. Ooh, where are you going? Sorry. Going with a different brush. This one, I guess. Okay. Finally, time to go in with the blue. I'm so excited. I feel like this could be good. Blueberry blue. Ooh, it's nice. Maybe a bit too much. Okay. Ciao Gaia. Sto registrando stavolta, sì. I guess we got to the most boring part. Because now it takes so much for like paper to dry. But it's finally time to go back to watermelon. I will never do two at the same time, switching. So stressful. Was no you. I lost it. Okay, that's one. That's the one. Okay. I feel like we can get more patches. Let's just try. Like some juicy patches. Yeah, no, it's the right thing to do. Again. I have some colors here I have never used, and I'm really using all the red. I should start it from the top, right? Do this, and now we go. That's the best I can do. You know what? You know. Okay. Now you can kind of see, I think, the lighter part, and we can do the same with the side. No, no, ma devi essere marrone. I feel that might be confusing the algorithm a bit by switching language every 2 seconds. Why do I keep forgetting this side? We go. All we need is getting back to that side here because I completely forgot about this. Yep. I feel like here behind the line there's where the shadow is. I am absolutely not sure. Everything about this is absolutely not sure. Okay. Now I feel we can go into the green part a bit, just to switch things up. We need a very light green to do the white greenish part of the green. This is a nice green. I just need the white to be white. Maybe I need a cleaner brush for this. Yeah, I guess that was the solution. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Now I'm traumatized. I am forgetting how to record. I also like all these metallic colors, which I'd love to try, but they're just so strange. Oh, finally got the white. Okay. Now we need like completely just water. Yes. Oh, we made it. It's incredible. Okay. Okay. So now we can go with the darker green. I don't even know if I have the right green for this. Oh, my green looks like blue. No. How about you? No. What's wrong with all the blue? This is blue. This is not green. Oh, just add yellow to this. Yes. I give myself the green I need. Okay. We're getting closer. I feel like this is not the correct shade of green, but I can be a good base to start with. Let's get you completely dry. And let's go with this. With the first layer of green. Mm. We have this, and we need again just some water. To gently mix this with the wiper. Oh my god, it's working again. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Okay. I feel like we're doing a good job around here. But this is very wet, so we need to get this way drier. Let's move back to the blueberries. Okay, so we did. Oh my god, I confuse all the things. Yes, you're the one. Okay, we need a new brush. I think it was you. We need to go a bit deeper on the blue. I'm so nervous every time. Nothing is happening if I mess this up. I'm just wasting time of my life. Oh, I think it's this blue. Yep. This blue could be good. We need more water, more blue. Okay. I'm sorry like how brave I am, like painting with a white top. This, I feel, won't be white anymore when I will be done. Okay, so let's go on the darker side because I basically don't want to touch any clear side, which is the part where you can only see one layer of orange. So let's go with this. Am I silver coated? Yes, I have. Yeah, too. Let's start with the shade already. Go with some water only to soften the borders. I don't dislike like the very harsh line that sometimes it forms. I just feel like I'm still not very good with it. so I don't want to risk messing things up. Maybe I should just be a bit more, I have to be braver, just a bit. Okay. Bit more blue. Some water. Too much water, too much water. Why am I giving myself my own, like, new stress? Real life is not enough, apparently. Let's go soften the borders. Less water, just a bit. Okay, and we can go with a smaller brush for sure to do even more blue on these small things. I have no clue what the name is. This is not very clean, but just it's becoming such a like long process to wait for every layer to dry. But we can also go with some darker blue here. Should have waited for it to dry a bit more. And a bit more blue here. Okay. Back for these to the drying station, which is my laptop, and we're back to the watermelon, which I have to say I'm quite satisfied about. Like, frankly, it's cute. What we need for this, now I have too many brushes. Um, which was the green one? You? No. You? No. You. We need to go in with the... No, we still need to do some work with the green. So, back to this. Okay. Let's go around here. Now we have more water. So we can use the same green, but we can go higher. Now we need even more water. Basically, water only. So we can do this. You're a bit too wet. Can get a bit too white. Yes. Now I want this to... No, I think the top is quite dry. I want to do a kind of a border, I guess. This is the smallest one we have. You. So we need a dark red. I mean dark, just pure red. This is a difficult part for me, because I need to be extremely precise and I'm not precise at all. But I kinda want to try giving this a border. Okay. Slowly and patient, please. Now I wish I had watermelon. I'm so hungry. Okay, I guess. So I'm thinking, and I'm absolutely doing this by memory, I guess. Um, I need to, of course, spare the seeds. I feel like around the seeds there should be a bit more red. I don't know, maybe it's because it's just a bit of a shadow. I don't know, it's how I picture it in my mind. Makes sense, no? I feel like it should be just like dots of black. So we're going to change brush again. Oh, I have to wash so much stuff later. No, too big. Okay, let's go with the dark red. The one we used for the shadow here. We just need a bit more yellow in it. Is he recording? Yes, we're. Ooh, yes. Okay, once this will be dry, we can paint the seeds on top of them. But what I want is to add more like that on the top of the watermelon, because it just needs to be juicy. So I'm adding like orange to this very bright red already. Oh, yes. Okay. And we can smudge the borders a bit like this. It's coming up so nice. I'm so proud of myself. I shouldn't say this by myself, but you the green one. Completely dry. The green is strangely dry. So we're going to add even more depth at like the bottom. I think we also need a bit of brown and blue. I don't know why, but I feel we need some blue. This green. And we go extremely near, like super close to the border. A bit too light. We need more color. Too much water in it. Okay. It's my watery friend. Okay. Blend this in, please. All of this work unfortunately proved me wrong, because you really need to be patient too. work with watercolors. I've been here like so much time already doing this. No. Okay, I feel like we just need to add the seeds and some white patches around. And I have absolutely no clue about the shadow, how and which color. How does shadows work with color theory and something? I'm thinking as well. I feel like I should go with a light gray for sure, but I need to tone it a bit. But I don't know if to tone it with red or with green. I'm very confused, but while this dry and we think about the shadow, which is the last step, we can go back to our blueberries, which are not completely blue already, but they really change so much. I feel like we could get the big brush we were using for the watermelon because it was very soft. And let's go back with blue. So the light part, I feel like it should stay like this. Let me check again. Yeah, it's quite light. We just need to add more blue to all the rest. Okay, let's try the brush. You know, this is not bad. I shouldn't say this by myself, right? I am so sure I will get confused and end up like dipping the brush in my drinking water. Okay. I feel like we should also slightly change the blue between the different blueberries, just to be. Don't ask me why. It's just a feeling, and it could be absolutely wrong. I feel like you're a bit too light. And let's go with the last one. I'm basically destroying my back because while I paint, I lean on the left side for stability. But I really shouldn't do that. Let's see if we can still blend this a bit. Okay, I understand that I want the light patches quite light, but I feel like we need just a bit more blue on them. But while we wait for that, we can absolutely move on to the flowery bits. I feel like I need to clean this a bit. We got any space to use. I feel like this blue is perfect, but we're going to need a lot of layers. They want this kind of violet here. I don't know if this is the right brush, to be honest. Zero recording, yes. This one, it's okay, bit big, not the best, but till here. This one just sucks. if I look at it like super close, I can still see all the uh, orange. It's a bit meh. But I'm looking at it from the screen, so it's a smaller thing. It's not bad. I thought it would be way worse. Now this needs to dry because it's quite wet. And we can go back to the watermelon that is dry. We need to add two different things. First is light. So we get a new brush and we go with just white. Should I just use like the metallic white? Oh yes, I will. Doesn't look very metallic, but and I feel like it shouldn't be completely white. So we're going to use a bit of yellow, orange, and white. Ooh, it's glittery. I love it. Okay. So we need to highlight here. And then we need to highlight on top of the seeds. And with a lot of water, like a lot. We just need some random clear patches. So it's just like more wet, some spots. It's not like I really understand how watermelon works. I feel like there should be some kind of light even in the shadow. Like if it's here, there should be something around here. I have absolutely no clue. Like here a bit. I know, let's try. And we have to do the same with the white for green. No, why there's blue here? I can still see the blue. We don't need blue, we just need white and green. Water, where are you? I keep losing the brushes. I mean, they're all here, but I have no clue which one is which. I think you're the water one, yes. Do I love it? To be honest, not really. Not the highlight part, I mean. So let's go in with some red again to make it better. Okay, now we have to finish it with the black things. And I feel this is not pure black. It's I feel I'll mix. British used to mix brown, blue, and red to do like a very warm. So we have red here, brown, or green. No, I think it was blue. It's so difficult to get black from different colors with watercolors. Acrylics, easy, fine, 2 seconds. Watercolor, this is a mix of strange colors. You're still two. I don't know where you are. Let's try. Let's try. Not too bad. I feel this is not the right brush. Which brush did I use earlier? It was perfect. No, this. I think it was you. Amazing. We have red. Again, we have blue. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. Some. I think that it's not very entertaining for you to just have me here mixing colors. But it's just so difficult to get the color I want. I think this could be okay. No, brown. Okay. I feel like one should be here. Done. I feel like there are maybe a bit too many seeds, but done. Oh, damn, the shadow. Okay, we'll work on the shadow. We'll stick with light gray because I have absolutely no idea. I feel it should be more of a reddish color than green because I feel there would be way more red in the shadow. So I'll go with what I think is right and just kind of a reddish shadow. Not red, but like light gray with the hint of red. We have gray here. And we just need a bit of red. That's so much. It's insane. We just wanted like a warm gray. Okay, I think we have it. as light as possible. There's something wrong with this brush. She has like dead ends, like hair. Okay, I want to try something different and try to wet the paper first and then go with the color, so it's just moving around a bit. Oh, we need some clean water for that. Thank you. So notice if light is here, we need the shadow to go around here. Let's go bigger with water, and then we just put the gray where we need it. Okay, so paper is wet. Let's go with my very watery warm gray. We need just a bit more color. Yeah, there's nothing, just not a bit, but along the edges. That's it, I guess. At least for the watermelon. We still have all the blueberries to do. Let's go back with some more water. We really need to work on shadows, but watermelon is officially done. And honestly, it looks very good. Okay, let's change video here because my phone is like boiling. These to dry, please. We can go back to blueberries. So our blueberries need a whole layer of blue, I guess, like everywhere, on top of everything, because I still can see too much orange. I don't want to make it too dark because finally we have something where you can see light. I'm trying every shade of blue, yeah. Okay, it's not covering too much, and it's just toning a bit more on the blue side. Now, random thing, this morning, I was woken up at 10 by someone ringing my doorbell. Uh, I usually always go check, but last Saturday, um, the same happened. My doorbell rang. I think it was at 9 a.m. or something. I remember I was like quite annoyed. And there was this creepy old man that lives in my building. Um, and he came to ask me something random. He said he was asking all the neighbors, not just me. And I said, no, I don't know anything, blah, 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 blah. And he said, okay, then I'll ask next door. Don't worry, you'll hear me ask them. And then he didn't, he just left. And it's not the first time he has been bothering me. with random things. Once he basically stole my Amazon parcel. So I don't trust him. And this morning when I heard the doorbell rang, I felt like, oh no, maybe it's the old man again. Um, so I didn't open the door. And yeah, so now I'm scared this old man can come again. Because the first time I was home because I was working from home because I was waiting for um, an Amazon thing. And it was like no one was coming, and I didn't get anything that day. I was waiting and waiting, working, and then I got a notification that my parcel has been delivered. I was like, okay. I mean, they could have rang the doorbell for that, but I'll go check later. Maybe they left it like near the door. Um, After a few hours, I think it was around 4 p.m. The old man came and he rang my doorbell, and he was like, "Hi, I got your parcel," and I was like, "Oh, they gave it to you? I'm so sorry." And I was like, "No, I got it for you." And I was like, "Okay, thank you." And I was waiting for him to give the parcel to me. And he was like, "No, I don't have it here. I have it in my apartment." And I was like, "Okay." And he made me go to his apartment, and he was just like, "Do you want to come inside? Do you want to come inside?" And I finally convinced that no, I didn't want to. And I got my parcel back. But then, like a month ago, I think, um, I was downstairs and I was collecting an Amazon parcel, and the old man was there, and he was trying to convince the guy to give the parcel to him. I got so angry. And it's so strange that he came to ring my doorbell the other day. So yeah, today I was woken up by that. I didn't get up to check because I was scared it was the old man again. I don't know what to do. It's just so creepy. But when I told someone about it, like the manager of the building, she said, "Oh, he's just an old man. He feels lonely and wants to talk." He's not ringing my doorbell at 9 a.m. in the morning during the weekend to just talk. Like, if we meet in the staircase, you can say, "Oh, hi." Okay, done. But you're not ringing to my door. You're not getting my things. So, yeah. Okay, this is not dry, but we can't wait forever. Please record again. And what I'm doing now is I'm getting a lot of dark blue. I want not a thin layer, but more of a thick one. And I want to do the borders and like again this kind of flowery things on top. I just don't have a very thin brush. I feel like I should go get the eyeliner one I have, which is thinner than this one. Okay, we need two hands for this. I want it to be extremely thin. This is not extremely thin, but we'll make it work. Okay, and now we can smudge it a bit with water, I think. Okay, we're satisfied with that. It should be just a bit rounder. Yep. Uh, We do the same around here. That's nice. That's nice. Good job. Good job. The challenge here is to make this feel like it's part of the top one and not the bottom one. Not bad. Damn, wrong brush. It's okay. Manage. Okay. I'm stressed. I'm tired. This is never ending. This needs to dry, but we can go on the flowery things. And what I want to do is not to color everything, just pretty dirty, to work on the borders. But I need to be more precise than I was with these ones. Okay. Shaking. Mm. I feel like I have to check a picture of a blueberry, like a real one, because I have no idea how to do this part. Today is so quiet and peaceful. Yesterday, I was trying to recall something, and the only thing I could hear was just like birds. So many, like crows, and they were so loud. Ciao, caro. There's still something missing. They're too light. What am I missing? So we need definitely more blue in the center. I feel like these small things here are not dark enough. Hmm. Okay, we're going to do something be risky. I feel like I need you for this. Okay, now we have dark blue, very dark. We're going to add some shadows. So scared. We're going to add a shadow around here. Okay, and we need a random brush, just water too. Okay, I'm copying the shadows that someone else put on blueberries. Okay, we go with water. We need to make more dark blue. Okay, and the next shadow is a bit here. Okay, and next one is here. Ho fame, voglio mangiare, ma devo finire i mirtilli. Okay, better, I think. Like here. Getting a bit confused. And along the edges here. We did that one. We need more shadows here. And here. How good you have to be to do this without copying someone else? No, there's still two. What? Now what do I do? Everything is wet. Watermelon is done. What do I do while I wait? Yeah, like from super close, it's not the best. But from the camera, since it's smaller and everything, I don't dislike it too much. One thing I could do while I wait for it to dry is to work on the shadow, because it's not gonna change. What kind of color are you? Orange. Oh my god, no, 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 please. I just need kind of a clean brush. What color are you? Blue. It's okay. We just need a bluish gray. Way more gray than blue though. Do, do, do. Okay, let's go. I feel like the color is good. It just needs to be a bit darker, like here around the edges. But I'll wait for these to dry and then just go with the same kind of gray on top of it. Now what do I do? Again. It's not like it's lacking something. No, yes it does. I can still see too much blue. What kind of... This is always the orange one. Please go away. You? Yeah, sure, you're the right one. I just want to add just a layer, very light blue. I have no space for it. This should be light enough. Maybe too much. Okay, let's try. We got a little bit of the orange. Now I have to wait for everything to dry. It's summer. That should be so fast. Why it's taking so much time? I forgot which is the brush for the shadow. It's not you. It was very silly of me. No, you. No, definitely not you. That's blue. I feel like the shadow is done. I'm satisfied with it. It's not bad. It's just a very strange shape. I don't know. Let's check. I think I'll go with some small white patches, just to make stronger highlights. But then it should be done, I guess. Still recording, yes, I am. What will we use for highlights? The one we use. It won't be pure white, of course. I think it was you. It was you. Now the light seems a bit more time on purpose. I don't know. But we need to give some highlights also too. I wish I had a blueberry here. I shouldn't be too bothered because they're not perfectly round, because they're real blueberries, so they're not perfectly round. I think it's done. I don't think I can do better than this, to be honest. Yes, it's officially done. Wow, that was incredibly long, but very nice. So recap: we have the blueberries, which are still drying, but I feel they will be okay. The watermelon that came out absolutely cute. I know it's a bit metallic on the highlight, but I really like it. And just to flex again, the avocado I did the other day because I'm very proud, but these I had to copy from like a tutorial. So they're not improvises. But all the rest I think I did good. Considering I did not follow any tutorial, I absolutely can draw, so my blueberries are kind of strange. Like the top part here. It could have been worse, I guess. So yeah, we're finally done. Very happy about it because it's finally dinner time. And then thank you so much for everyone who was here. And finally time to meet